What's going on, football fans? It's your boy Lolo back in Brooklyn with Mr. Mark here.
What up?
Yeah, much different feeling of today, right? Like we were talking Monday night and getting fucking furious.
And now look at us. We got
Furious.
smiles on our faces. We can watch soccer again. Is that? Are we allowed to watch soccer now?
I know. I was like, am I allowed to watch? Excuse me. Am I allowed to watch these stupid teams that are playing today?
Yeah, no doubt.
And God, man. Anyway, so yes, as everybody knows, just about every single team has dropped out of the European Super League as of now, but definitely all 6 of the Premier League teams. So we did it. We did it, guys. I think it was us. I think it was definitely a My Little Rant video.
Our threat to boycott for the rest of the season.
Yeah. It really kind of put the pressure on everybody.
Those teams watch our show.
And so what's going on? I wanted to say big up to the Stoop crew who's in the house watching right now. We started a couple minutes early because Mr. Tom gave us crap the last time we were like 2 minutes late. So we're making up all of our time. So we're going to start sifting through all of these comments that you guys have been giving. And this show is definitely going to be much more of an interactive show with you guys in the audience, letting us know what you guys feel the punishment needs to be for these big 6 teams. I'm not concerning myself with Barcelona, Real Madrid, all them outside of the Premier League because this is technically a Premier League show. So that's mostly what we're going to deal with. So let's kind of break this down. Mark, what have you been hearing about possible punishments for these 6 teams?
I've heard anything from point deduction to massive fines, but not much today, I'd be honest. I haven't heard much today. I think I was suffering from a little ESL
hangover,
fatigue, if you will. And so
I definitely had a nap today.
Once everyone bailed on it, I was following along yesterday. Once everybody bailed on it, it was just a big sigh of relief, and I haven't really been paying attention. But I have heard point deductions. I have heard financial penalties. I think it's just going to come down to financial penalties. I don't see them getting points deducted for this, only because it's so many that are involved. So many teams, so 6 teams involved. All losing points would really kind of screw the table up quite a bit, I think. But I also think that there was a bit of a lesson learned here by those clubs when they claim to have not foreseen this backlash coming, and I find that to be absolute garbage. Hey, the sun came out.
Yeah, the sun came out. The sun came out. It's shining a light on your nonsense. What are you talking about? Point deduction isn't going to work because there's too many clubs. Listen, I'm all about the point deduction, and I'm going hardcore on this, and I'm going with my boy James in New Orleans, fuming right now, talking about he's talking about drop them to League 2. Drop all 6 to League 2. Let those bastards climb back up 3 teams at a time if they can. So it'll be years before the big 6 are back in. I'm just thinking, if you start a coup, just think of Game of Thrones and shit like that. Like if you try and act against the king and act against everybody, thank you so much. They don't go, okay, no, it's not going to work. All right, but you can still have all. No, they strip you of your lands, of your titles, of everything like that. And so that's not going to happen. They're not going to drop them down a league. They're not going to drop them down to League 2. So the next thing to me is a points deduction. And everybody's saying how you can't deduct points from the team. That hurts the players. That hurts the fans. Well, yeah, it was the ownership who did it.
Yeah.
So when the ownership makes a decision like this without consulting the fans and without even thinking, like them saying, we didn't understand, we didn't realize there's going to be such backlash because you didn't ask a single fucking football fan.
That's just a cop-out.
So,
they knew
it's
exactly what was going to happen.
They knew. So deduct them points And then they're like, oh, how can you do that? Well, if they really are the best 6 teams in the world, Manchester City won the league. They're going to win the league again by what, 10 points, 15 points maybe? So they should be fine if they really are the best in the world. And, teams like Arsenal and Tottenham will be in relegation battles. Because you know what? You should be able to make up 15 points with how badass you are. And does it hurt the players? Yes. Does it hurt the fans? Yes. Does that suck? Yes. But maybe if that happens, we get off our ass and mobilize enough to get people like Kroenke the fuck out. Because you know what? He made a decision. His company made a decision about our club, about the badge that we wear.
Yeah.
And about the club that our teams play for. So then the players need to turn around and go, well, if somebody's going to do that, knowing that these are the potential consequences, they don't have us at heart. So fuck them. Get out of here. Didn't mean to go on my rant that early. I meant to actually bring in some statistics here, and because we got somebody waiting in the wings who actually reads stuff. Me and Mark just kind of hear stuff, and then Mark tells me a little bit he heard, and then I just talk. So let's.
We got a good thing going. 160 episodes in, we've got a great thing going.
So let's bring in Naji, and then we're gonna get to all y'all's comments. What's up, Naji?
Hey, how are you guys?
Good, man. I guess you didn't find that extra light. You're still in the dark there.
Is it?
Yeah. It's
sorry.
all right. We could see you, man. It just looks like you're hiding from all these Leeds fans.
I'm sorry about that.
That's all good.
Just wanna add here, the owners of these 6 Premier League clubs just discovered that they are not as powerful as they thought. That's number one. With all the money that they have, football can't be run by owners that know the price of everything, but the value of nothing.
Yeah,
that is very important. And these owners, they don't even come and watch their games. The Glazers haven't been to Old Trafford for 2 years now. Abramovich can't even watch a game at Stamford Bridge. The last game he watched was in Krasnodar in the Champions League. Kroenke, when is the last time Kroenke came and watched Arsenal?
I don't know if he's ever seen Arsenal play. I don't know if he's ever watched a football match in his life.
And whatever these teams did, it was so amateur. It was so unprofessional. Like, there is one rule that I just read today. There is one rule in the Premier League. It says, Rule L.9, clubs can't enter a different competition without Premier League approval. Not play, can't enter.
Enter,
If you know that basic rule, then you should have never started it, especially those 6 Premier League clubs. But I think that these, I don't agree with Lolo about punishing them with points, because, to be honest, the players has nothing to do with it.
So what?
To be honest with you, one chief executive from one of the Premier League teams, we don't know which one it is, didn't even know about it a day before. The owner didn't tell him.
I don't buy that. I don't buy that nobody knew anything, because
I think they didn't know it was going to come out on Sunday, but they knew something about it.
But everyone knew. Everyone that's saying that they didn't know, they knew. Arteta knew. Ollie knew. They all knew.
I don't think they knew all the plans.
I think they knew more than
Coaches and players didn't know. Just want to let you know, guys. Coaches, I've never heard nobody that says coaches and player knew about this. Club was surprised by it. Players were all surprised by it. Actually, players from Liverpool were so angry with their chief executive and senior executive at the club when it happened.
Yeah. So listen, Naji, I think you're barking up the wrong tree here with the whole players had nothing to do with it. Because I don't know if you realize, but most of our fans are Leeds United fans who have been deducted points twice. And the players had zero to do with it. The fans had zero to do with it. And once again, it was a financial situation. It was financial shithousery. And actually, Director John, throw that up here. Let's take a look at this. And here we go. We can start with just this season. 6 points deducted for breach of financial fair play. to Sheffield Wednesday. I don't know if you saw up top, there's 32 pages of this shit. Scroll down. Let's start scrolling. What do we have? Wigan Athletic, keep going, 12 points for entering administration. Macclesfield Town, 17-point deduction. Do you think any of these players had anything to do with it? If we scroll through here, the only one that the players had anything to do with was Manchester United and Arsenal for getting into a big brawl. And then I think they were deducted like 1 point each, or 1 or 2 points. But if we go down, you can see Leeds United in there. And these are all for teams not having enough money, for teams entering into what's it called, administration, meaning they're having trouble repaying their loans.
Yeah.
So these clubs who are citing, it'll be great for us financially speaking. Look at that. Leeds United, 15-point deducted for breach of financial rules. That's breach of financial rules. What about the rule you just listed, Naji?
Yeah.
So what makes Leeds United different? And if you see that, Leeds United points just 6 seasons after they were in the Champions League semifinal. So don't be talking about, Leeds, these are all low-level teams. So, yeah. So there's that. So none of these players had anything to do with it, except for the one that I mentioned, the Arsenal Man United, where they fought each other.
Yeah, I see where your point is, but lately with financial, how long have these been? Like, when is you see, these are from the 90s and, early 2000s, I believe.
Sheffield Wednesday was this season.
Okay.
Go all the way back up. This is from this season, 2021.
They were deducted 6 points. Okay, yeah, I understand. With a lot of financial
last season, Macclesfield last season, and now see, these teams are deducted points, and they go down to like fucking pub league level. Some of them, they get knocked out of the championship. They're in League Two. They may never come back. So how dare we hold the main clubs, the biggest clubs, to a different fucking
So,
you know what?
Different standard.
There, thank you.
And
get rid of that, John.
We do see a double standard. It's like for every slap on the wrist for a Big Six club, there's some other club that's getting the brunt of it.
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't City last year? Weren't they running the risk of being left out of some competitions because of financial fair play?
Yeah, Champions League.
And ended up getting thrown out.
They went to
but then I think like a few weeks later they hit Wolves and gave them a bunch of penalties. They didn't deduct points, but it was under the same guys. But so for every big squad that might get a little hand slap, smaller clubs are the ones that are getting the brunt of it.
Now look. Do you want to hit them hard, like really hard? So do you want the owners to sell? Do you want chief executives to resign? And do you want points deduction as well? And like you see, you wanna pick and choose what you want to hit them with. I would hit them with money. I would hit the owners with money. That's number one. I would ask for these chief executives that knew about it to resign. Why? Because the other 14 Premier League teams don't want to meet with them anymore. They don't want to talk to them anymore. The trust between these 14 teams and these 6 chief executives is gone. So they need to resign. Bruce Buck from Chelsea, Ed Woodward already resigned. I think it's Edu from Arsenal, if I'm not mistaken.
I would go with Kroenke. Like,
Kroenke need to be, actually. And some of
everybody's saying I'm wearing a Wolves shirt. This is a New Orleans shirt, all right? Get out of here. I should have known wearing yellow and black.
New Orleans Wolves shirt.
I don't know if you guys heard, but
Wolves.
Jamie Gallagher today asked Fenway Group to sell.
Yeah. But listen, I'm with Mike Pickles, who just said right here, part of the Stoop crew right here. They are billionaires. $50 million won't do anything. They will go, okay, there you go, no problem. But you know what? We dominated the news cycle.
I got another punishment. You ban them from buying and like you did with Chelsea. You ban them from transfer windows for consecutive transfer windows. That's very tough, man. You have to build from the bottom, like bring on your own players from the academy and stuff like that. You can't sell Ronaldo for 100 million, 150 million. You can't buy this play, and they will get hit hard. Chelsea got hit hard, with that. I was
and you know what? During that, I felt like you guys kind of found yourself as a club because you were forced to look internally. You found some good young players. You found, like, I think it would be good for a team. Like, I also think it would be good for these teams every now and then to get fucking relegated. I'm thinking if Arsenal actually got relegated, would it be the worst thing in the world?
Now, don't forget, Juventus got relegated not long ago before they won the 9 titles in a row. They were relegated to the second division. Buffon stayed with them. Trezeguet stayed with them. Trezeguet, the French striker. They were relegated. They came up. It was because they cheated.
Yeah. So look, you're totally right, Mr. Tom. No one cared about the fans of these other teams that it fucked them into relegation. Listen, I'm a fan that's going to be affected by it, and I'm not saying this season deduct points because that messes too much up already. I think next season, and I'm not even saying a 50-point deduction, 18-point, even if it was like a 6-point, even if it was a point. It's something, and you're making a point, and it's saying, listen, y'all tried to fuck all of us.
Yeah.
So why are we gonna let you back into the bed? Like I said in my tweet, just because you pulled out doesn't mean you weren't there for the fucking. Now, and it doesn't maintain your virginity.
Question for you. Now, let's take only the 6 Premier League clubs. You know who's the mastermind? They're Liverpool, Arsenal, and Man U. Those are the masterminds.
Of what? Those clubs are dumber than shit.
Yeah, but these were the mastermind in the Premier League. Chelsea, Man City, and Spurs joined afterwards. They were like, oh, we don't want to be left in the dark. Let's join these 3 teams in the Premier League. So the 3 American owners, Man U, Arsenal, and
yeah, here we go. So hold on. We have all these. We have the big 6 in the Premier League right here. And then who do we have? We have the 3 in Spain. And then who else do we have?
3 in Italy.
3 in Italy. And then, boom, 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 all falling off. Boom, 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 boom. Look who gets a trophy. Spurs, winners of the European Super League champions.
Yeah.
Spurs finally won something.
I know.
Sorry. John and I couldn't wait to do that. Back to your point, whatever it may be.
Back to my point. I think, if you also want to punish, do you punish these 3 teams, Man U, Arsenal, and Liverpool, more than Man City, Chelsea, and Spurs?
No,
it's pen to paper shit for me.
No, man, you did the crime, you do the time. No matter how little your involvement, how big you all got together, you signed it, and look, man, we're gonna see legal ramifications for these squads as well, man. It's gonna be incredible. That's a lot of money that was tied up by JP Chase or JP Morgan or whatever it was, and to have these teams all commit to it and all make their moves to be a part of it, and then it's not popular, and the people with the money are going to. I don't care if it's not a popular decision. You made the decision. I mean, they made a commitment, and now they're backing out. And I'm just wondering, with that kind of money, what sort of shitstorm in the courts we're going to see. And I really believe there's going to be a lot of issues. And, you say that these guys are billionaires, and that $50 million is nothing. But when you have been running a club during a pandemic and you have not brought in much revenue, not the revenue that you're accustomed to, a $50 million fine, it can hurt.
It's not going to hurt anything See, once again, the reason I'm for a harsh penalty like points deduction, like kicking them out of Europe for a year, like the what's the other one we said, the transfer ban sort of thing. The reason I'm for that, even though yes, it will hurt your team, it will hurt some players, it will hurt us fans, but that's the only way we're gonna stay furious enough to get rid of these guys, to get rid of these owners, these owners that don't give a shit. So so guys, we've been going for 20 minutes. We can't ignore the Stoop crew for this long, and they've been freaking sending in their comments like crazy. So big up to all of our Stoop crew. Here's Bob from Retrovolt. The players had nothing to do with it when we got deducted points twice. Fuck these club owners, burn them all. From a Leeds fan. There you go. Agree, Bob. Mr. Tom, deduct all 6 teams 50 points. 3 will survive, 3 will go down. Hunger Games, greedy cunt edition. Very good. Soren had some good ones up here as well. Soren, part of our starting 11. Ollie found out after he handed in the team sheet for the game.
Nah.
No,
that's what he says. I don't buy it.
I don't know. Leroy Kelly, new member of the Stoop crew right here. $200,000 fine for looking through a fence at Derby, called bringing the game into disrepute. Exactly. For Derby County, they're called bringing the game into disrepute. Hang the 6. Jesus. Take their TV money. Now there's something. What if for one season you took their TV money and distributed it amongst the rest of the What about
field?
Some sort of Robin Hood fine like this?
I think we are going to see something like that. You know, where those teams are.
They all think it's not a Wolves shirt.
Yeah, you know, I mean, we're going to see fines. I think, you know, the amount of fines total, or it's going to be, you know, could be $500 million for those 6.
And where does that go? Because if that money goes to UEFA or FIFA, goddamn, then this is the biggest con in the world.
It should be funneled into the rest of the league, you know, where it's just shared amongst them. But, you know, how do you decide? Is it going to be weighted? Is Everton going to get more than Wolves? Is Leeds going to get more than Wolves? And what about the teams that are getting relegated?
Zach, I'll wear my first Leeds top when you guys buy me one and send it over.
Yeah, man, just throw up some super chats. We'll take a total and I'll get them a large.
Yeah.
Should I do white, blue, or maroon? 5-year Euro ban.
5-year Euro ban.
You know, I think maybe, you know, as far as these competitions that are coming up, you know, maybe they don't get to play. You know, I mean, United and Arsenal left the European
ECA.
The ECA, yeah.
Yeah. So what is going on with
that? if you resign from that, how quickly do you get back in? You know, this is all gone for naught. But there were steps that were taken by these clubs to put this all in motion, and now, well, just kidding, you know, and, you know, is Arsenal and United gonna get, you know, are they just, oh, well, yes, here's your membership back. Sorry you tore it up and spit it, you know, and took a big dump on our desk, but we forgive you.
Guys, with point deduction, how much you guys think, because now I am with point deductions, but how much you guys think it should be?
It should be enough to make it felt, but not enough that an asterisk will be put on the entire season.
Yeah.
When West Ham wins the Premier League, you know, by 1 point, and
it can be more than. Do you guys think it could be more than 10 points?
No. I think 10 points is probably
I think 10
I think
points
more like 3 matches, so 9 points.
Yeah, that's even a tough.
Because
I can go with that. I can go with that.
You look at how many points in the last few years everybody's won the league by. So like City's going to win it by close to 10, maybe. Liverpool won it by, they were gonna win it by a lot, and then fell off. But you know,
they still won it by like 15.
So I don't know. I think I'm hearing you guys say, you know, 12, 15, 15, but then you start getting like, you know, Aston Villa wins the league by 5 points, and they're like, oh, well, because it should have been a 10-point ban. If it was a 10-point ban, they're 6th place.
Right.
You know? Or like what I see is no matter what, if you give these guys a point deduction, you don't think they're gonna come out on fucking fire? Like they're gonna come out and make up those 15 points better than.
That's why you hit them with the transfer ban too.
Yeah.
You know, because they can't be on fire. They can't buy players. They can't sell players. You know, and then you have to hit the owners too. So I think this all like it's a package. It should be like a package of point deduction, transfer bans, hitting the owners, maybe some chief executives need to resign. I think it's a package. I don't think it's one thing.
You could tell Najee's light when the sun here. You could tell Najee's close by because when the sun goes behind a cloud, our camera adjusts, but you like go into the dark.
You know,
by the window.
I'm not sure if the transfer ban, as much as I would be for that, I don't necessarily think it works, and I think that whole will get a very, very, very sticky for some individuals, like say Harry Kane, who's already said, "I'm out of here." Why, you know, I don't want to be here anymore.
Well, you,
now you're forcing me to stay, which is in my right to leave.
I think
no, he could walk away. You just couldn't transfer anybody in.
He could walk away, but isn't that a transfer out?
But he's at the end of his contract, though.
Okay.
No,
but I'm sure. I am sure there are. I thought he had one more year left.
I'm not sure actually. I don't care about that.
Harry Kane is signed until 2024, but that's a.
There's £5 going.
£5 going toward a kit.
You guys know.
Come on, guys.
Mark said the next $100 of super chat is going towards.
We're gonna get him. We'll get him his whites.
Oh my God.
You know, and we're gonna make and trust me, he will wear it.
Oh my God. Okay, Kane has 3 more years, really. But the transfer ban would be players coming in.
Yeah,
for example, buying players.
If
a player runs his contract out and leaves, it's not a transfer.
Sure, that part I understand, but you know, there's a lot of players within those 6. That are looking to go elsewhere.
Listen, what's up, Big Wobbs? Don't recognize the name, so I think you're first time commenter, long time listener. It's punishing the fans, the transfer bans. They cannot hit the owners hard enough in the pocket for it to matter to any of these guys. So
you have to have few things in place.
Yeah. It's got to be multiple things. So
I'll give you an example.
$1 million fine.
Cavani's contract is over. You can't renew it. You can't buy a new striker. They will be short strikers. They will have to get somebody from the academy.
They have to get somebody within.
Yeah.
Aguero's contract is over by the end of the season. So Aguero's gone. Yeah. You can't. There's only Jesus still there. You know, that's it. So
they could leave, but they would not be sold. How much do we need to get to? We've only got like $10, I think. Look, Bob 75 in.
That's
hashtag
10.
Leeds kit for Lolo.
That's it, guys. Keep it coming. Let's buy him some shorts too. While we're at it, we'll get him a scarf. We'll get him the blue and white afro and the very large sunglasses and stenciled Leeds across the top. You know.
Yeah. But jack of all trades, thank you so much for that, Bob. But can we pay Najee's electric bill too? Yeah, see, Chris, you're gonna make me a full kit wanker walking around. You know, Lawler's a full kit wanker.
That's his nickname.
Lawler's the type to walk around in his entire kit and socks and everything. Let's see. So what was that? Jack of Trades said Pulisic and Kovacic came in only because Kovacic was a loanee and Pulisic was bought the window before. But that's another one where I feel like Pulisic got more playing time because you guys didn't have an option. I feel like y'all would have bought more players, and you wouldn't have got as much playing time. So like a ban like that forces you to work on your shit. Like I was telling Cantac, I hate when people say, "Oh, Arsenal's one big signing away from." I hate the term "one big signing." We're one big. That means to me that you can't work shit out on your own. You can't make these millionaires play better together.
Yeah.
You can't coach better. You can't inspire better. We need to spend $100 million on one person to come in and fix our club. That's why I'm like, no. That's why I say relegate the 6 of them. Next season, only 3 of them are going to come up. So it could be, we could be looking at 3 seasons before all 6 of them are back. And you know what? Ask any one of these Leeds fans right here. Going down a level is a slippery slope no matter who you are. Leeds went down after being champions of Europe if it weren't for that douchebag ref. And then going down 6 years later or something, they're down a level. And then you go down further. It's not
guaranteed that you come back.
To jump right back out.
You know,
because of the money in the championship and because of the salaries, the players' salaries. I mean, everybody's getting paid 200, 250, 300,000 a week.
Yeah.
You know,
when you're barely making that.
Yeah. So and who's gonna watch you in the championship? You know, you would probably have
Leeds fans.
Yeah.
Down to League 2.
So you want to relegate them or point
we got another $5. Justin Cross. I didn't see that one. Oh man. Krista, $1. Lolo Leeds kit. There you go. Get caulk on the back. Oh god. No, I can't get caulk on the back.
No, it's just gonna be hashtag on the stoop on the back.
Yeah, it'll say on the stoop on the back or stoop 19.
Wow.
Anyway, what are we talking about? Big up to our Stoop crew, by the way, who's having a lot of fun here. And if you guys watching and in the comments here, you see the little badge next to everybody's name or a lot of these guys' names. That's because they're a part of the Stoop crew. They also get these fun emojis of me and of Mark and of James, and there's a Najee one.
Yeah.
And if you join, we promise you won't be relegated.
Yeah, we will not relegate you.
We will not relegate you
to our OnlyFans channel. That was fucking disgusting. Imagine all the dudes on the stoop. We just take turns on OnlyFans, and today you get James. There you go. Mike Pickles threw out all those emojis there. Najee's gonna disappear. The sun's coming in there.
It's actually one. Oh my god.
That was for me, I'm sure. Sorry, I got kicked out. I got a 3-match ban. And if you guys have been hitting up James on Facebook, he is serving a 3-match ban from Facebook. So for talking shit to a Chelsea fan.
That's crazy.
And they reported him for being mean, which I'm sure he was. James can definitely get mean. Lolo, are you getting a Leeds top? I don't know. Mark put it out there that the next $100 we get in super chats is going to
some super chat money at it. I will buy him the jersey.
We got 20 of it today.
I will make sure he wears it. This is no joke, man. He will wear it for every post-match live we do.
Yeah, Stone's got a 3-match ban too.
Yeah. Did Man
City got a red card, super high boot.
Yeah,
and knocked out Ramsey.
Yeah,
the one part that I saw. Has James sobered up yet? I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. I think since the Man City game.
Yeah.
I'm a member of All Leeds TV. That's where I found you all. What's going on, Justin? Well, good. I like those guys. Grogan 92 changed your name, but I know that's Grogan right there, part of the Stoop crew.
Yeah, we're getting there.
All right, but Grogan, what's the hashtag you're using? Some people are using hashtag Lolo Leeds top. What I like the other one, which was
Lolo Leeds kit.
Which one? I thought Bob Retrovolt Arcade had a good one. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So listen, yeah, Leeds kit for Lolo. That flows pretty well. Send it to Bamford. Maybe he'll chip in. So okay, guys, let's get back to what we were talking about. He sobers up once every 2 days. Yep. Okay, so guys, in the comments, you've already been doing this, but let's start to they're still on about the kit. Let's start to say in there, what do you realistically think the fine should be, the punishment should be? So far, we've talked about a $50 million, $100 million fine, something like that. Big up Karen C., one of the original members of the Stoop crew. She wants to be in the maroon top. The maroon top is what y'all wore against City. So now I'm like, oh, I like the maroon top. I think classic white, man.
We got to get them the stripy one.
That'd be classic white. Hashtag Lolo in a Leeds kit never turns back. Anyway, write down in the comments section there. What do you guys think the punishment should be for all 6 clubs? Or do you think it should be like Najee said, the 3 instigators, the 3 masterminds, and the 3 follower hanger-oners? What do you guys think the punishment should be? I say send them all to the championship and bring up 6 clubs, and
that's big.
Fulham gets to stay, West Brom gets to stay, and Sheffield United gets to stay. And Leeds win the Premier League next season. What do you guys think? And they're just not. They're continuing on with. Oh, we got somebody. Somebody said something.
Yeah.
Transfer ban, $100 million fine, and minus 15 minutes.
15 points.
15 minutes. Minus 15 minutes. They don't get to play the first 15 minutes of each match.
You know. So if we're gonna punish them 15 points, why don't we just say when those teams play each other, when Man U and Man United or Man U and Man City play, they don't get points in that match.
Okay.
You know?
Getting creative.
Let's get real creative. You know, you guys are playing a friendly.
Or how about for those 6 teams, no point deduction, but a win is only worth 2 points for those 6 teams.
That gets weird.
I'm just saying.
I think point deduction is
showing
reasonable.
up. Chris Ferrant just showed up. What did I miss? Oh,
boy, howdy!
You're gonna have to rewind because we've I don't know. We started on a serious note, and now what's going on, man?
For the Super League.
So much for the Super
man.
League, indeed. Just in case you guys thought this was some sort of set, no, people walk past us all day and ask us about football. Anyway, Najee, you were saying something.
No, I was saying that point deduction, hit them in the pocket, transfer ban, and then resignations here and there. Or the owners have to sell their teams, depending on the pressure. Like if Jamie Carragher, one of the huge Liverpool supporter, is saying, Fenway Group, you guys need to sell Liverpool. And if the fans start this, it's gonna be huge for them, It's gonna be huge for them.
Yeah. Look, Alex Williams here says it's never going to be a points deduction. That's way too much. It's already over. Should be a fine and a summer transfer ban. So there is that. There is that argument of, listen, nothing actually happened. Right? I mean, nothing. If we look at it, it was a 48-hour or 36-hour ordeal, 72-hour ordeal.
There's a lot of damage that has been made. A lot of damage.
That's what I think. Fucking, what was that? Like a hornet or something?
I don't know what it was.
Am I seeing things?
It was a something, I don't know,
I just like how I keep trying to talk about real shit, and then I'm so easily distracted by anything else. Yes, I agree with you. 8563 Robbie. A lot happened. A lot did happen. And a lot of damage and trust.
The trust is broken between the Premier League clubs. There is now the government. The government had to step in. There's a lot of new legislations now that are going to be in place. Like probably the Saudi owners, they won't be able to buy Liverpool now because there's going to be a lot of new regulation. Like you need to know what's going on in the club and before you could buy it. It's not like you have money, you could buy the club, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
yeah.
No. I mean, everybody's like, it did happen. It did happen. Yes, I know. I was saying that's an argument that a lot of people are having of like, nothing happened. It's over. It's done. They'll never do it again. It's like,
No, they'll never do it again until the next time.
You say that about politicians all the time that do shit. And they're like, oh, they learned their lesson. It's like, no, they learned that.
They learned
that they get away with it.
Exactly.
And you know, you talk about Ed Woodward leaving. He was leaving in the summer anyway. I bet he had it in his contract that I will be the scapegoat and you guys can use firing me to look like you did something.
Well, I think he would have stayed if the Super League was still there, but he resigned under the pressure. Like Man United, nobody wanted him to stay anymore. You know, he resigned, and I tipped the cat for him. Tipped the cat for him for doing it, because not a lot of people will do it. Like, you step down because of a mistake you did. You know,
but that's what I'm saying. I feel that reeks of fake. To me, like he was already gonna leave. He probably had it in there. Watch, don't worry, the fans won't like it, but you can let me go, and then they'll be like, okay, we did something, and now let's go ahead and go in the ESL. And it didn't work that way. So I don't know.
Yeah, but what I wanted to say that
I agree with you, Via Martin. I agree with you. Colluding in the shadows to screw every other club. I agree. And that's why in a big way, like you say, people are like, look, it hurts the fans, it hurts the teams. Yeah, but it's their fans and their teams. They were about to hurt every other club and every other fan base and every other team and all those players, you know? And including their own, they were going to screw over. So is it going to hurt the players and the fans? Yeah. But then the players and the fans will come together to get rid of them, try and change things at the club to maybe get a 51 rule like they have in Germany. None of the Germans signed.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen in the Premier League, though.
But I'm saying, if it's not going to happen if we just find these guys and we move on.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be a huge uproar of...
Yeah. What I heard, there are going to be a lot of new legislation in place. So this will never, ever happen again, especially with the government. The government is coming in now, you know. So this is not going to happen again. When I say it, like... you know, it's really not going to happen, because there is a lot of new rules in place that are going to be in place.
Yeah,
but it was very unprofessional. It was like, hey guys, let's do something. They didn't have a plan. Like, there was no plan. We just want to create a league, and then what? You know, that's it. When you're going to start? We just wanted to make a league. We don't know yet. You know.
Yeah, Via Martin, I agree with you. Next time, everything will be in place. They to me, they had to know this wasn't going to work, but it was kind of like ripping the Band-Aid off, or some sort of term like that, where they're like, let's just do this. So when I'm asking, why would they do it with 7, 8 weeks still left in the Premier League? Why would they do it when technically that week isn't even over, because there was a match on Monday? And so, I mean, so maybe they knew this was going to fail. They wanted to see they wanted to see if fans were going to actually get mobilized like they were to really fight it. And they saw that and they backed up. And now they know, okay, cool. This is where we got it. This is all we need to clear up. And now we'll do it. And now all they have to do is wait for FIFA or UEFA to do something that pisses us off, and then we'll all fall back into their loving, greedy bastard hands. I'm sure what they're thinking.
No, they thought they were so powerful because of the money they have and because of what they're gonna do and make money, that they're gonna win. You know, everybody will back down. They didn't know the fans, what the fans will do. They didn't know the backlash from the fans. You know, it's not about that you have money. It's about the fans are behind these teams, not the owners, you know. And that's what happened. They got punched in the mouth, actually.
Yeah. And then saying it failed because they don't understand the culture of English football. I don't understand how it got that far without anybody saying, like, guys, we can make some tweaks and this will work a lot better if we understand what football means in these countries. Because it's not only England. Think about what football means in Italy and Spain. And think about... So I don't understand how nobody was consulted about that.
Yeah, nobody was consulted. You're right. They did it behind their back, and they just wanted to like impose themselves on the players, on the club, on the fans. We're gonna do it. That's it. You know.
Hubris. Yeah, love that word.
But did you guys hear Pep and Klopp? Did you hear them at press conferences?
Yeah.
What did you guys think of Tuchel?
Actually, he's towing the company line.
I didn't hear Tuchel.
I know.
I'm
so upset with him right now.
I read some of what he said, and to me, it was like very like he was siding with the owners. Like,
he's not siding with the owners, but he's not also siding with the other side.
Towing the company line.
He's towing the company line. You know, he's a company man.
I didn't want to hear that. I wanted to hear what.
One of the things that we get from Tuchel is brutal honesty. You know, I watch his pressers, and he's not mincing words. And if he felt a certain way in regards to his club signing on to this, that's where he's going to follow that line. That's his line.
He said,
this is the company I work for, and this is what they're chosen to do. And if I want to be with them, this is what I'm going to do.
Yo, Tim McCarthy, Big Timbo, Timinho. Welcome to the Stoop Crew again. Tim McCarthy was the original member of the Stoop Crew, I believe, unless this is maybe his son who grabbed his credit card and signed you up twice, because I think you're still on Patreon, but I'll take it, man. Thank you so much, Tim. See, he's all happy. Timinho Jr. Timinho Jr. That's his FIFA player. Timinho Jr. Nice. Awesome. So Stoop Crew, big up and say what's up to Tim and welcome him to the crew, even though he's been in the crew forever. He wants to use the John emoji, I'm sure. That's what he wants. But good on you. What were we talking about?
We were talking about Tuchel.
He said that
he kind of just said, this is happening, and I'm gonna roll with it. That's what I got from it.
He said, I trust the club to make the right decision. Well, they did it.
Yeah.
They did it.
Yeah.
You know,
they did it.
So, and at least Pep came and said, I'm against this. Klopp said, I don't like it. I mean, give me your opinion. I know what the company is doing. Just give me your opinion. I just want to hear your opinion.
Yeah.
Just keeps coming.
Crazy. Justin Cross, thank you for your £4.99. Come on, guys, donate to get Lolo in the Leeds kit. Getting close because they're selling them for £25 now. Are they?
Are they? I have no idea.
Give me one of each.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'll wear it. You know,
they're not so easy to come by here in the States.
What was that?
I can get you. There's a shop in Sunset Park in Bay Ridge that sells kits.
Leeds kids.
I think you can find it.
Oh Jesus. Okay, so I saw somebody ask a question. So what's going on with Friday's watch along? So if you guys saw my little video about Arsenal breaking my heart and me kind of explaining our stance on this, which was very much of a fuck 'em sort of stance. I'm not sure. I'd like to put it out there. What do you guys think we should do about the Friday watch along? So we were thinking about doing a non-watch along where we all band together and we do not watch the Arsenal match. We watch anything else for those 2 hours. We could talk Father Ted and IT crowd forever. Listen, I still think. I think they deserve it. That would be an ecumenical matter. Yo, big up Mike Whitaker, new member of the Stoop Crew. Stoop Crew, say what's up to Mike Whitaker, please. Welcome him to the party. Show him how to use those emojis. Big up, Mike. Respect from a Leeds fan since 1971, I think.
Damn.
Big up, man. Glad you joined in. And look, Alex Jones says, Najee, Lolo don't need any knockoffs. Don't be sending me to some little screen printing place in Sunset Park. Look at Republic of Arsenal. I'm up for a Father Ted watch along. I'll grab the Guinness. All right, cool. We could do that. We could do because look, I think my club should be punished, and I should be punished as an Arsenal fan. I think my club did it. I need to. If I wear the badge and I represent the badge, then I represent the badge, and the badge did something fucking terrible. So I don't get to watch football this Friday.
Look, watching Chelsea yesterday was so weird. Like you can't believe it. Like I can't wait to watch Aston Villa Wolves. Because
now you just watch. You just watch. If Liverpool misses the top 4 by 1 point, 2 points because they drew against Leeds, they can always come back and blame it on the ownership and blame it on. Listen, we would have destroyed Leeds. We would have destroyed Leeds United if this. I'm just saying they have that excuse.
Yeah,
they have that excuse.
Yesterday, Chelsea were so sloppy, like one of the worst game you've ever seen, and this is
Chelsea as well.
Yeah, it's one of the worst.
You guys have a valid argument of this fucked our season. We lost 2 points that were very important. You think you guys can't beat Brighton? Are you fucking kidding me?
The bus was delayed to get to the stadium. The bus didn't get to the stadium on time. So that was, the players are sitting in the bus waiting. We need to get to the stadium. So that had an effect.
I'm out of Pringles.
No, I like Mr. Tom's comment of those teams, those big 6 should draw straws, and the loser has to kick Bishop Brennan in the arse, which is from Father Ted. Right. I don't know if you know Father Ted, but fantastic. Dude, woo, this sun is nice, man. I mean, it's not hitting you for some reason. It's all... There we go.
There we go. We're all couple of milky bastards.
Go on. Go on. Hello there, Father. In the mornings I like to have, or after a long day of working in the fields, I like to have a cup of tea. I don't think I can devote myself to being a full-time racist. Is it only the Chinese you're after? If you guys don't know Father Ted, you have to. You have to watch it. We should definitely just watch that instead of football for the rest of the season. I have to say, this week there was matches today. There was a match yesterday. Even the Leeds United one, to a certain extent, I was just like,
there was a real pall over that game. I haven't watched anything since Monday.
Yeah,
haven't wanted to, but the shine, the shine will come back. I'll enjoy soccer again. I'll enjoy football again. I don't even know what to call it anymore. It's been so long since I've watched anything.
Well, what are you going to watch next? We're not watching on Friday. We will do a Father Ted.
Saturday? Is Leeds United on Saturday?
Sunday at 8 a.m.
Sunday, 8 a.m.
So listen, guys, Sunday, 9 a.m. New York time is Leeds United versus the Scum. So, oh, wow. Lolo, if Najee sings Marching On Together, I'll buy you the jersey right now. Get singing, Najee.
I don't know that song.
I don't know it, but I could practice it. I could learn it.
I'm pretty sure it goes, Marching On Together. Leeds.
That's Walking to Ellen Road. You sing that Walking to Ellen Road.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a lot longer and repeats, but I think that's basically it. Listen, Sunday, 9 a.m., we are going to watch the show. Nobody tell my wife about this because I haven't told her yet. But we are going to Legends in the city to the football factory, and we will be watching the Leeds United versus Manchester United.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to be there early and hopefully do a pre-show where we're going to ask, because the football factory has fans from all over. So hopefully there'll be a fair amount of Man United supporters, and the New York Whites should be there. So we're going to be asking all of them what they think of the whole European Super League aftermath and all that, as well as their predictions for the game and all that. And then we're going to do a post-match from the football factory Legends.
It's going to be a fun time.
So it should be
good to see Jack again.
Could be a crazy drunk morning in Manhattan. And so if any of you guys are locals,
come on down.
Feel free to come on down and join us at Legends. Najee, somebody, okay, instead of pitching in to get me a Leeds jersey, how about we pitch in to get him some candles?
Him a light.
Some candles or something. How is your
camera
not adjusting?
Use the flashlight on your phone. Just give yourself. Happy hour is always happening on Friday.
Yes,
no matter
hour
what,
is happening.
We will do happy hour. That is not under any sort of ban.
Yeah.
When I'm filming, it's usually sunny. This is the first day where it's not sunny, and I need to have a plan B next time.
Yeah, man. I thought you had like a whole lighting setup. Will you be rocking the flat cap on Sunday, Mark?
I always rock this type in this weather. In the springtime, I always get the flat cap going. The Yorkie.
Yeah.
Whatever. I've got to buy a different one though. I got to buy a better one.
Yeah, I'm either my beanie, my flat bill ball cap, or my flat cap. So it depends which one stinks the least. So here we go. What else? What were we going on about besides Father Ted? Friday. We talked about Friday.
We talked about Sunday. We talked about happy hour.
Yeah, and then we'll do happy hour.
Who knows? We're gonna, and then when do we get to watch our? When do we get to watch all these games?
So
all these matches.
We're not doing.
We done?
We're not doing a weekend watch list this week because I don't feel that any of the only one we're actually going to cover this week is Leeds United versus Manchester United because our fans would murder us. They would gather together and super chat enough cash to
they'd be all like, murder on together.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Vinnie Jones would pop up on the stoop.
5 in a row for Leeds, without losing. 5 in a row.
Yeah, man. I got to get some Ronnie Barker in my life. Yeah. No. Let's see. At the top of your voice with passion. Come on, Najee. They really want you to sing.
They really want him to sing Marching On Together, but
let's see if we can find it on YouTube or something and get you some help there.
We'll learn it. We'll learn it.
Okay, Najee. So let's go around and get everybody's final thoughts on this. What do you think actually should be the punishment? Okay.
So summer transfer ban, 6-point deduction, $100 million fine, and executive resigning from their positions at their clubs.
Okay, so 50 million, you said?
100 million.
100 million. 100 million.
6-point deduction. 6-point deduction.
6-point deduction.
Transfer ban.
For 1 year?
For like 2 windows. Could be 2-3 windows.
2 windows. One season.
Yeah.
And then executives need to be resigning from their position. Ed Woodward, Bruce Buck, whoever is in charge in Arsenal.
Yeah.
Daniel Levy from Spurs need to resign as well.
Yeah. All right. What do you say?
$100 million fine. No transfer window exclusion for the season, both summer and winter.
Yeah.
And then no Europe for however many years they decide. 3 years seems pretty harsh, but it somehow seems right. I don't know about a point. I don't know about a point deduction, but because I just think that it's more a point deduction to me is more of an inconvenience than anything else. These teams are already running away with the league. 6 points here is not going to really mean much, but 15 points I think is too much. But Bremer's Ghost, I mean, that's pretty close to what I'm looking at. I don't necessarily know if it's a 5-year Euro ban. A 3 does seem right to me. And I was considering that the owners have to, those owners involved, get out. You're selling your team. We are going to demand that you sell your team.
They can't do that.
They've done it to teams, not necessarily in Premier League, but U.S. teams have had that. I mean, Marge shot for being a Nazi sympathizer for the Reds. She was banned.
Yeah, but Sheikh Mansour is not gonna sell Man City. Let's be realistic.
Exactly. Well, we didn't say what's going to happen. We said, Mark, tell us what you would like to have happen. Okay, so listen, I'm with some of you guys in here. I like some of these. Let's pop some of these. I think somebody said they have to play in clogs all of next season. I'm down for that one. Somebody said wedgies. I'm down for that. Like public humiliation. They should have to wear no, because that punishes the. So let's go. You guys talk about, it punishes the players, it punishes the fans. Okay, so relegate all the teams except the current roster of what? How many people do you have on a roster? 22? 23. So the 23-man roster is evenly divided amongst the rest of the teams that are currently in the Premier League. So all your players get evenly distributed. You still have to pay them for the next year. So the players get to stay in the Premier League, but the teams got to go. And we do it like a deck of cards. We just go like this. And so Fulham's like, we got to go.
Come on, De Bruyne.
Or we got De Bruyne, yeah. And then West Brom is like, we got Aubameyang, yay.
Like a trade. Like a draft.
Yeah, we got Aubameyang. Damn.
That guy sucks.
Like a draft.
Yeah, man, fuck them. If we don't want to punish the players, then
that
you guys get
so
stay.
much money. Imagine how many people will watch the draft.
Do you know how many Fulham Harry Kane jerseys would sell like that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and of course, Leeds United, you see Bielsa go, no, gracias. No, thank you. Who do I get? Nah, you can have them. You can have them. I don't want any of these lazy bastards. Send them back. And see, make them watch The Big Bang Theory.
Has anybody watched The Big Bang Theory?
Yeah.
I've never watched it.
Lederhosen. They should all have to wear Lederhosen
to all
learn
have to
from the
play in Lederhosen.
Yeah, the negotiating position of the Big Six hasn't changed dramatically. Yeah, I know that. And then our Spurs fan here, Rob Greenleaf, who popped on and he said nothing is going to happen. That's really what I think is going to happen, is nothing. They're going to talk a big game, but nothing's going to happen because we are talking about a monopoly right now. And it isn't a monopoly of the Big Six, but each of the Big Six has a monopoly, has a product that means so much to the Premier League that they can take their toys and go home. Mm-hmm. They could have just said, screw you guys, we're going through with anyway. It. Like what the sad part is, most of the fans would have watched that league.
Yeah, eventually it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered
in a year or two. You would have some diehards who
cries of protests would be overshadowed by the cheers of the spectators.
And it would happen.
It wouldn't matter after, and it would be like, well, remember how it used to be? Yes, please.
Go on. John busting out the Father Ted.
Careful, don't get us banned.
Oh yeah, I think that was quick enough.
We got to be careful.
So yeah, like Soren says right here, fact. Like Soren says here, Soren, who is part of our starting 11 on the Stoop Crew, like it or not, the 6 clubs combined have a giant share of the Premier League market. Without those 6 teams, viewership would drop definitely. I mean, it definitely would. It definitely would, and that's part of what I'm saying. They have a monopoly over their product of those teams. Like,
yeah.
They kind of you kind of can't punish them too much because they will say, okay, fine, we're leaving. So put them in a tough spot, and I think they were hoping that it would be enough to do it just the one time, but now they're going to have to regroup and do it again. So I don't know. Okay, guys, we are just over an hour right now. We're going to start wrapping it up. So get those comments in quickly. And I think we're only at like $25, $30 for the jerseys today. So not going to happen today, guys, unless Najee knows a knockoff spot.
What? How much do you still need to get the jersey?
I'm not sure. I think we were at 25.
We're like 25, $30.
Well, it's on sale now. It's the end of the season. It should be on sale.
We'll see.
Leeds jerseys don't go on sale.
Yeah, Leeds jerseys don't go on sale, do they? Well, all right, guys. So let's get these last couple of comments in here from our Stoop crew. $30 will buy a sock. Yeah,
especially in New York.
Oh, and you know what we would really like is the Bielsa bucket, and we could sit on the Bielsa bucket here. Away jerseys are 30 pounds on the club site.
We don't live anywhere near the club site.
It's a website.
Yeah, but it's still shipping internationally.
I just like that you thought it was a site that you go to, and they'll give you a $30 jersey.
No, that's not
we
what
don't
I thought.
like a construction site.
Yes,
I like
which
these.
are really easy to come by in New York. They're everywhere.
Let them play with a blindfolded keeper. All right. PL need the big 6. Simple as that. We need them because it means something when we beat them. Yes, correct. Leeds is an appreciating asset, definitely. Won't the Bielsa bucket fall down the steps? Yes, it will, but we can just push forward, or we can sit up there where it's flat and we can see everything. We can see the kids playing around. Online store now at $25. I've sent $10. Well, thank you very much, Justin.
Fantastic.
Most is out of stock on the official Leeds online shop. Huh? Wow. Okay, guys. Well, it's been the Bielsa bucket can be filled with beer.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Random Dutch guy here. What is this about? That's a very loaded question there, because I'm not sure what. I don't know. You tell me, man. We were talking football, and now we're talking about buying me a Leeds United jersey for some reason. You're having a laugh. Dirty upstarts. And you could get me a black jersey or the very, 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 very dark blue. It's another. I don't know if you've seen any Father Ted.
I have never seen Father Ted.
Oh my God.
Indeed.
Yeah. Paul, we're discussing Father Ted porn. I like that. You don't sound Dutch. Send me your address. I'll send you last season. Last season top, yeah, championship top. That would be good too. I'll send all these comments to Bamford to show everybody, to show him that he should just send me a top. Why are you making the fans who already spend all their money? He's got money. He can send us a top.
Bamford doesn't have any money.
More comments than likes. Hey, that's something, you know.
We're okay with that.
Swap Arteta for Bielsa every day. Yes, sir. But that would mean that we would have to swap most of the team because he would get rid of our entire team because they're lazy bastards.
Yeah, I don't see Bielsa and Aubameyang
Who from Arsenal?
coexist.
Maybe Saka. Saka runs a lot. Tierney, he'd keep Tierney.
Tierney, you would keep. Lacazette.
Lacazette, maybe.
Probably
his hold-up
keep
play.
him. But Bellerin, no. Gabriel,
maybe.
no.
Not even Leno.
Danny Ceballos, no. Partey would be an interesting. Would Partey? Would he have a place on Bielsa's team?
Possibly, except because we wouldn't get Calvin Phillips.
Yeah,
We would just get Bielsa. Yeah, he could play. He could play that Calvin Phillips role. By the way, that Calvin Phillips with Ian Wright episode, I don't know if any of you guys saw that, was fantastic. It was cool to see Calvin Phillips walking around like where he grew up and shit. So anyway, guys, how many live streams get over 80% likes?
None of them.
None of them, really. You see them with like 13,000 people watching, and they've got like
100 likes. Yeah.
So I don't care. I tell people to hit the dislike button too. It does nothing for it doesn't matter. None of that matters. It actually matters how long you guys watch. That's what matters the most, and subscribers.
That's it.
And now the kids on the block are going nuts and running around. So what you're hearing right now is a normal day in Brooklyn. So so we're gonna get out of here. Najee, thank you so much for all your input.
You guys.
Stoop Crew, Jimmy,
thank
Bremer's
you.
Ghost. Who else?
Mr.
Grogan,
Tom.
Mr. Tom, Soren,
Karen C.
Karen C. Mike
Pickles. We thank all of you and more.
Who else is in?
So many new guys.
We had some other guys up here.
Timothy.
What? Tim.
Timothy, yeah.
Mike Whitaker. Big up.
Big
Jimmy.
up to all you
And
guys,
I think there was
Thanks
one
for
more.
your
Via
support.
Martin was in here. And Via Martin, thank you for watching me on that West Ham podcast yesterday. That was fun.
I watched.
Let's see. I think that's about it for our Stoop Crew. So don't forget, guys. Oh, Graham was here from the Stoop Crew earlier as well. And Tom Story was here. So big up to all you guys. Don't forget, you can stay on and see your names up in the closing credits. And then if you stay long enough, you may hear us talking shit about people like the last episode. So
Fuck them.
Little spoiler alert on that last episode.
Oh God!
It took forever to end the broadcast, and then me and Mark were talking shit about somebody.
And then the last words was it Mr. Tom? Block him. Fuck the guy.
Yeah. Anyway,
sorry, Mr. Tom. If there was any confusion, we love you.
Oh, Jules, of course. What's going on, Jules? Sorry, didn't see you there. I was scrolling through there. Of course. Much love to all of our Stoop Crew. Don't forget to join us on Friday for the Arsenal non-match watch-along. We will be live at 3:00, and we will be talking mostly Father Ted and IT Crowd. Don't forget, I'm a big IT Crowd fan as well. Father! He doesn't know any of this.
I've watched one episode of the IT.
We're gonna have to put the
only thing I know
screen up here
are the. Have you tried turning it off and on?
Have you tried turning it on and off again? At the sea parks, fire. All right, guys, that's it for us. So good night, everybody. We'll see you on Friday.
Peace, guys.
Peace out, y'all.